Guys, I'm gonna ask y'all, who is y'all favorite for this MVP race, and who do y'all like to win it?
Bro, I can't lie. The first thing that comes to mind as soon as you talk about the MVP is the 65 games rule because it impacts it so much. So it's like I have who I think is gonna win because of the rule, and then it's like
Thanks for joining us here on Beyond the Mic Sports, where we go beyond the surface and give you takes you won't see coming. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and stay in tune for the vibes.
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. It kind of my answer's kind of same, but who I think is gonna win is probably Shea. I think he goes back to back. I don't think Jokic qualifies. I don't think Luka qualifies. Who are probably the closest two competitors. So the next candidate that will probably be eligible will probably be Cade, and I think Shea's. I think his season is just better than Cade's. While Cade is having an amazing season, I think Shea is having a way better season when it comes to an MVP talk. Now, if you think of if that rule wasn't in place, I feel like it just goes Shea and Jokic again with these historical seasons, and it's kind of crazy to say because it's like it really is like we've been saying this for years, but like we've made Jokic's historical numbers like a norm, which is crazy. But yeah, it would have definitely been a race between them two again. But since of the rule, it would probably go to Shea in my opinion.
Yeah. But can we just talk about this rule for a second before I give who I think the MVP is going to be? I personally, I have mixed emotions about it just because we know that it's a 65 game rule. And if you don't play over 65 games, then you won't have the eligibility to win a lot of the NBA season awards. So, I mean, and with a lot of these star players that are going to be probably missing it because of them sitting out or injuries or things like that, they won't have the ability to get these awards. So, how do y'all feel about this in place, just in general?
It's just nah. I honestly at first the rule was like when I first heard it, I was like, but now I'm really starting to not like it because it's like, all right, even when you go past MVP, you think all NBA first team is about to look crazy now because literally Jokic, Luka, and Wemby probably don't make it.
Yeah.
Who are some other names like uh I don't think KD's making it if he made the team. You got I don't know. I can't really think of names right now. But it's just like it just cooks like it makes the like I feel like this is an award that at some point they go back on and then it discredits the like the awards these years. Like when we look back at it, we're gonna look at these years and be like, oh, that rule was in place. It's gonna discredit people's awards if that's how I feel about it.
No, no, yeah. And I definitely agree with that because you got players like Tyrese Maxey. He might be on first team. Anthony Edwards, and rightfully so, they do deserve to be in those conversations. But for Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Wemby, who have been having historic seasons, and if they've been injured, right, they don't have the appreciation and they don't have the rightful so place to be in those talks and be in that category because of this rule being set in place and set in stone. So I personally don't agree with it, and I really feel like Adam Silver, and as the leader of the NBA and commissioner, he's going to go back on this and really have some serious talks about what they can do to refine it and possibly change it, especially with the fans speaking so highly and negatively about this rule too.
Bro, wait.
So
Bro, Wimby is not about to win D-Point again, bro. Oh my. Bro, we need to. Bro, this needs to go. This needs to go. They're tarnishing his career, bro. He's the best defensive player of all time. He don't just block the shot, Kenny. He grab it too. He grabs the ball too. But
no,
anyway,
he's literally grabbing the ball in midair. Like that's crazy. And he's
It's
not
not.
getting defensive player of the year. Now, granted, injuries are going to happen. That's a part of the game, but I do think there should be some type of stipulations and rules and regulations when it comes to this 65 game cap. But going back to MVP, this is a tough one because, like you said, with the 65 cap, a lot of people aren't going to be able to be in the race for it, like Luca. I think that Luca has been having a historic season with the Lakers. Just the addition that he brings to this team, he changes the whole dynamic of this LA roster. Before he came, obviously they had AD and they were running plays through him because he was in the center, he was in the middle, and he was a big that, you know, could slam it. He was also a stretch forward that could shoot the mid range. But with him, with Luka, you have a 30 plus point per game guard that can literally just say, all right, we're going to give you the ball and you make a play, right? They don't have to worry about him really not creating the best shot for himself because that's who he is. He creates shots for himself. And he's averaging 30 plus points per game. He's in the top race of points per game. So obviously, outside of this rule with the NBA, I would have had Luka as my MVP. But I do think that Shai's gonna win it. Rightfully so. He's having another historic season. He's averaging 30 plus points per game. And without him on the team, you can see the impact that they're having without his presence on the court. So I do think Shai's gonna win it. I don't think it'll be unanimous because Jokic is also having a great season and they're about what and what, but I would take Shai a little bit over Jokic.
Yeah, I would take Shai over Jokic too, but I think with the MVP race, since we know Shai is gonna return soon now. But one thing to keep in the back of the mind is like this is a field, and I feel like MVP race should kind of mimic the All NBA team sometimes. But obviously, we know what the rules gonna look like. But I think we just have to give some sort of push, at least, just some honorable mentions, just some votes for Jaylen Brown and Cade Cunningham, because for the Celtics to be wherever they're at the 2 seed currently, I believe. Yeah, they're at the 2 seed, a game and a half ahead of the Knicks currently as of today. And just to lift this team and to be putting on one of the best seasons of your career for Jaylen Brown and to have the rise in playmaking that you have that mimics Tatum and to play the defense that you do and still score at a high level and be one of the best mid-range shooters in the game, you deserve some love. And Cade, I would even have Cade above Jaylen Brown in the MVP race as of today because what Cade does on a regular and where he has this Pistons roster, you just have to give him some flowers for that. The way he plays is just so, it's like jazz. It's so methodical. It's like, and he's slowly developing that I'm gonna beat you no matter what you do. And I know we might want to look at the efficiency sometimes, but look at what he's like. Where's the offense around him? You know what I'm saying? Where's the self creation around him? It could use a little boost. So Cade is like the soul. All eyes are on Cade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I give him leeway in that aspect sometimes. But Cade is Cade, and he plays defense. He plays defense. just some love to Cade, but Shai is probably my MVP though. But Cade, you deserve love because Jokic is like you said the 65 game rule.
Yeah, and that's something I do love about Cade, his defense, right? Because a lot of MVPs over the years, not just over the years, just in general, people don't prioritize defense. And so when you see a fresh young talent like Cade coming into this Pistons program organization and just giving them life, not only offensively, but defensively, knowing that you have a guard that's going to get down and guard and be able to take pride on the defensive end, you can't say enough about Cade and that dog mentality that he brings to that Piston team. So, hey D, we got CEO Derrick in the building.
Yo,
How
shout
you
out to my
feeling?
team, man. Shout out to my team, man. I got the best team in the world. I love y'all so much. Shout out to my team. But I heard we was talking about the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Is this correct?
Yes, we were. We were.
My MVP is Cade Cunningham. I think I've come an extremely long way when talking hoops. Just can you just calm down a second, buddy? My MVP is Cade Cunningham. Best record in the NBA. Y'all know I love team success. Best record in the NBA. He's producing. He's a big game hunter. And he's playing with a subpar team overall when it comes to the offensive end. They have a lot of pieces. They play great defense. Ron Holland is emerging, although I don't think he's there. Jalen Duren's a top 3 big in NBA. Top 5. Let me refrain. Jalen Duren's a top 5 big in NBA. Center position specifically. He's a top 5 center in NBA. But aside from that, it's really just Cade creating, defending, and scoring. So I think I really have to give him some credit. Now, of course, I don't think the other three guys who you could possibly say are ahead of him are going to make the 65 game rule, which is why I'm also going to say Cade Cunningham. But even if he wasn't, there's a world where it's still him.
Nah, I don't know about that. If Luka, if Shea and Jokic, even Luka probably. I might give him the nod over Luka because of the team success. But between then and then he might have Jokic missed time. He missed like a month, but
yeah,
there's knocks on Cade's game that are unfortunate because he's a monster. But it's like still the reality. And
there's clear knocks. Yeah, I mean, like, but I don't think MVP is the best player anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
So like, I'm not, and I think Cade's probably a top 10 player, but
yeah, which I don't solely agree with because, in my opinion, I think that when you're basing MVP, it should strictly be on how you play as a player. But over the years that we've seen, it's about team success and it's about where you rank and things like that. So you have to contribute all the factors when it comes to winning MVP in this day and age. So K definitely with the new 65 game rule, he's top 3 in voting for sure, without a doubt.
Agreed. I think it's special.
Dell, who you got?
Oh no, I said I had Shea because of the
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. I said I had Shea because like of who's eligible, probably it will probably be Shea. Since he's coming back, it was going to be really interesting to see if he was going to miss the amount of games, because the race between Jaylen Brown and Cade Cunningham would have been really interesting, to be honest. But I think Cade wins that because you can say he's the 1 seed, you can say he's having the better numbers, probably one of the better playmakers in the league. But it's just Shea's just a level above them, to be honest, and they're still the 1 seed, and so I definitely think Shea will win it, being eligible. Honestly, though, I kind of like D's point of, nah, actually, no, never mind, I don't. If everyone was eligible, I think he's like 4th. No, I would give him 3rd. Yeah. If he's like, everyone's eligible, I think he's like 3rd.
Yeah, I just hate this for Luka because I just really
actually would love a Luka MVP. I would actually love that. But Kenny say he complains to the refs too much.
Who, Luka?
Yeah. Shot, ref.
Okay, he complain. He does complain.
He does. I mean, that's
complain.
Y'all not gonna get me here. Y'all not gonna let me. I'm not gonna be on here bashing Luka, man. I can't do it.
Do it.
Bro, Kenny loves Luka, bro. He just don't like people talking to the refs. He want people to just hoop.
Literally, bro, just hoop.
I'm sorry, he's hitting me. I can't. I'm trying. I'm sorry, he's hitting me. Anyway, keep going, y'all. Keep running.
No, but his playing style, his offense combats that, so he can whine to the refs all he wants. Sure, if he giving me 30 plus, do what you want.
I don't care. That's what I'm saying. 39 and 9. He does need to play defense though. I'm definitely on that trend, but he's doing so much. You know what I mean?
Get into his defense because we already know it's trash. So.
Thanks.
All right, but this last.
Yeah.